Okay, masters. Welcome all of you, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. Thank you all for joining this Karma Consciousness Day 18. Thanks to our Guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patraji. Thanks to our Guru, Master Tarkam Sarai Daryan. Thanks to all the masters, whoever is helping us with all the wisdom and sharing. And thanks to all the masters. Thank you, thank you. Let me share the screen. Okay, masters. So, let us understand more on karma today. So masters, so each and every action that we take in our day-to-day lives will be recorded. Okay, like we have a memory, right? So every action will be recorded in those memory cells. So each and every one of our actions, our reactions, everything, our feelings, our intentions, everything will be recorded, masters. So whatever we possess here materialistically, those will end here once we leave the body. But what we are learning, whatever might be the good things, bad things, or the wrong things. So whatever we are accumulating, everything will come with us. And when we take the birth, they will continue with us. So it is very important for all of us. We should be aware of all those things. What is that we are learning here? Learning is earning, masters. So in this world, if you say earning means it's all about money, wealth, properties, right? So in this materialistic world, we need them, definitely, in this physical world. But at the same time, we need to accumulate all the spiritual qualities also. Like the way we earn things here, in the spiritual world also we need to earn things. Only when we learn, we will earn. Even that is applicable in this physical world as well. If we are not ready to learn, we will not be able to earn much, right? We will not be able to advance. The world is developing so fastly. Whatever we are learning today will be outdated tomorrow. So we need to keep learning continuously, isn't it? Similarly, the things that we have inside of us, we need to learn them. We need to work upon our inner things. Then we will be earning things. Whatever it is, good or bad, everything we will carry with us. So many of us might be experiencing these things. So some of the things, some of the experiences, when we come across them, we'll be able to deal with them very easily. But we might not have come across such kind of knowledge or information or any experiences in this lifetime. But we'll be able to deal with them. We'll be able to give better ideas, or we'll be able to overcome those challenges. Because we already dealt with those kind of experiences in our past lives. We have learned things, all the virtues, all the qualities that we needed, all the strength that we needed to deal with those similar experiences, challenges. We have already learned them. So those are all inbuilt within us now. Because I experienced actually some of the times I come across some situations where I don't even remember I have read it somewhere in this lifetime, or I have come across those things in this lifetime. but still I was able to deal with them. Automatically, my inner gives me all the suggestions, all the directions, all the ideas that is needed to deal with it. So I was wondering when I was not into this meditation, when I was not aware of this soul science, I was wondering during those times, how did I learn this? How do I know this thing? I don't remember reading this, or I don't remember somebody saying this to me, or I didn't came across such kind of experiences in this lifetime. But after coming to meditation and after going through my inner work and after reading all the different books, so I was able to correlate. Okay, this is something we have learned already. So it is within us. It is inbuilt character, inbuilt quality, right? So definitely we all might have these kind of experiences. And this is one of the beautiful short video masters I came across and thought of sharing to you. Just let us play this. So master, this is such a wonderful video. They portrayed it very beautifully. It has so much meaning within it. Explained it in a visual way, in a powerful way, to make each and every one of us understand. So we all carry this kind of wounds, traumas from generations masters. So if we are not dealing with them, if we are not able to overcome them, if we are not working upon our inner to sort those things, we pass on to our generations, next generations. So some of the things we will not be able to understand from where this is coming, why this is coming, why me, why I'm struggling with this, what I have to do, from where it is coming, right? So some of the things we will not be able to understand because those are not from this lifetime, or those are not from us actually. They might be coming from generations, our family tree. So we all pass all our negative characters, whatever the wounds we are carrying, whatever the traumas we are carrying, they will be passed on to our next generations. So it is each and every one of our responsibility to take the ownership of them. We cannot leave them. If we leave them, it will be passed on to next generation and they will also go through same kind of some suffering experiences. They don't know why it is happening to them, why they are like that, why they have to go through all such miserable things, miserable experiences. So each and every negative quality, negative behavior, negative attitude we are having within us, or any trauma, any wounds, any inner child wounds that we are carrying, it is our own responsibility to work upon them. So it doesn't matter from where it is coming, why it is coming, or through whom it is coming. It's not the question that we should be asking because we are not in a position to understand it. It is coming from somewhere, from our past lives. So we don't know from where it is coming, why it is coming, what we have done before that is reflecting within us now. So it's all about having this question, why it is coming or from where it is coming. Having that question is valid only, but if you are not in a position to understand it, if you are not in a position to get to the bottom of it, get to the root cause of it, we should not worry about from where it is coming or why it is coming. We should be taking actions. What I have to do now? What is that thing that I have to work upon now? How I can overcome it? How I can clear it? How can I transform myself? So what I have to do now? That is what we need to focus upon actually. And again, it's not about just taking medicine and trying to suppress it. So taking medicine, everything is okay, but still you need to work upon inner side, your inner. So we always look in the outer world, on the surface. So getting help from the outer world is okay. But at the same time, if we are not putting the inner sadhana, the inner practice, the inner journey, so who will be healing us? Today you got some medicine, you got some suggestion. So you will try to calm down yourself. You will try to overcome it temporarily. But again, tomorrow, again, it repeats with much more impact. As long as we keep suppressing things, as long as we keep postponing them or ignoring them, or as we are not trying to deal with them, the impact of it will become more. Because as we already discussed, right, anything doesn't come all of a sudden as a surprise. Life gives us all the signs. It starts slowly, and then only it will increase that impact, increase that pain, increase the suffering. Because even then, at least now, are you putting efforts to understand why that pain, what is that pain is for, what it is trying to tell you, what is that something you have to learn from it. So it is our own responsibility, masters. So whatever we come across, it is our responsibility in our lives, and we have to work upon them. If we don't have enough knowledge and enough information, enough ideas about it, we have to reach out for the help. So I am going through such kind of things. What I have to do? How I can overcome this? What kind of inner sadhana I have to do? I have to practice. So all these things we need to work upon ourselves. So this video really portrayed very beautifully. Unless otherwise we work upon ourselves, we clear our negativity, our wounds, our traumas. We pass them to our childhood, next generations. So do you want to pass on those to the next generation? Or do you want to work upon them and clear them so that your next generation will be clear of it and they can do much more greater things? Because when we are getting impacted upon, when we are getting impacted with something, we will not be able to focus upon something else because we are getting suffering with this. We're not able to come out of this. So we know how much hard, how much painful, how much suffering it would be, how much miserable it is. So definitely we don't want to pass on to that next generation, isn't it? So it is our responsibility to take up that job and work upon that. Yeah. And this is one more beautiful thing Master has. Master is telling masters. So if somebody is causing you some harm, actually karma plays in such a way that it creates a situation, incident, scenarios, or instances that those who caused you some trouble, some suffering, some pain, they will become dependent upon you so that you will be able to help them to come out of their pain, their struggle. Because each and every one of us do that some pain, some cause, some harm to others because we are going through that. if I'm really loving inside, I will not be able to give pain to others. I am going through so much pain. I'm going through so much harmful thinking. That's why I'm giving so much pain to others, so much harm to others. If I'm having greedy thoughts, I will try to impose that greediness upon you. So if somebody is causing us some trouble, it's not because they wanted to do it, but because they are struggling with that pain. They are struggling with that suffering. So they are struggling with their harmful ideas, harmful thinking. They're not able to come out of it. So what they can give is what they are holding upon. If one is full of love, he can give love only. He cannot give anything else. Or if one is having harmful thoughts inside them, they'll be able to do harm to others only. Because they cannot give love, because they don't have it within them. So that's why whenever somebody is causing us trouble, somebody is causing us harm, let us not do the same thing to them. If we do the same thing to them, we will lose the opportunity to help them. We also become like them. So karma works in such a way, whoever is causing you trouble, over a period of time, it makes them to be dependent upon you. So they will come back to you so that they can compensate their actions. They can find a way to come out of their actions, what they have done before. So they will ask for forgiveness. They will be at service to you, so that in that way they compensate whatever they have done to you. So if that has to happen, when something is wrong happening to us, we should not do the same wrong to the same person again. We should not do the same to them as well. So we should be in that position first of all. We should be knowing this thing, and we should be aware of this in our consciousness. Because it is our attitude, it is our behavior, it is our natural tendency to react immediately. If somebody is causing us so much trouble, so much suffering, so much harm, we tend to do the same thing to them. If somebody is scolding us, we also tend to be scolding themselves again. So we need to know these things. Somebody is causing us pain means they are in the pain. That's why they are giving the pain. So we are also doing the same thing means we are also in the pain. That we need to realize. So if we are also doing the same thing, we are creating chain of reactions here. Chain again. We are creating more and more chains. That's why we create more and more karma out of it. So it is an opportunity whenever we are not doing the same harm to others, then life gives us an opportunity to help them sometime in the future so that they can come out of their karma by compensating with their actions. Like suppose somebody has done so much harm to you in some life, in one of the life. So in this lifetime, how they can compensate is they can come as a person who will be at your service, like the watchman, or like the person who is coming to your home to do some cleaning activity. Or he would be an employee in your office. You are the manager and he is your subordinate. So all these things, masters, if we are able to deal those kind of situations with great compassion, without doing the same harm to others, then life gives us an opportunity to help them. And life makes those persons who are causing harm, it brings certain kind of situations that they will become dependent upon you for one or the other task. And we could see that many of the people, they might be so friendly, so loving, and they might be family members also. But if something goes wrong in between them, they just cut off that relationship, either be it a friendship or be it a family bonding, whatever it is. They don't want to look at them again. They don't want to communicate with them again. They don't want to talk to them again. They become very furious, very frustrated, very angry, and they just cut off their relationship and they part their ways because they don't want to. They're not in a position to forgive each other. We might have seen this kind of, right? So even one person is ready to accept things and to make things proper again. If the other person is not willing to, this person has to wait patiently so that life gives an opportunity that the other person will come back to him for one or the other reason. Then they will realize and then they will understand and they clear up their karma. They compensate their karma with one or the other activities. So this is one of the way that karma works, masters. So it is such a beautiful thing, actually speaking. But if we are able to understand that, then it is possible. Life gives us that opportunity. So that is why it is always important for all of us. We should be always acting with awareness, with consciousness, and with the righteous thoughts, righteous intention, righteous motive, and having the righteous attitude to each and everything is important. Even though it may look so much worsening or so much harmful or so much damaging, but if we are looking at what is the good thing that is happening in that particular moment, in that particular situation, and if we are minimizing our negative attitude overpowering us, in that way we will limit our karma. And whenever we do more work towards humanity, and when we put ourselves in great service to other beings, that also will help us to overcome our karma, to clear off our karma, or to be in a position to deal with the karma whenever it is happening to us. We'll be able to clear off it with ease. It is like suppose you are having so much debt to be cleared. So if you have enough money, if you are earning enough money, you'll be able to clear off those debts and debts very easily, isn't it? But if you are not able to earn that much, you are already going through so much, then it will be becoming very difficult to clear up those debts, right? We struggle a lot again. So it is like this only. So that is why in our day-to-day lives, we need to create more balances with our actions, with our words, with our deeds, with our thoughts, in all aspects. So that is what Master is requesting all of us, telling us in a beautiful way. So to minimize karma and its force upon our life, we can increase our service to humanity. The more service we render, the more capital we have. And in the time when karmic bills are due, we easily pay them. So we always need to keep in that doing a great work all the time. We should always strive for bringing the more beauty into our lives, more love into our lives, into our actions, and into other beings as well, into the lives of others. We should be aware. That's why most of the time we do things unconsciously, unaware. Sometimes we do things and we forget where we kept those things. We keep searching again, right? So we are used to those kind of actions, doing things unconsciously. So each and every action we have to cultivate doing them with consciousness, with awareness. So like while eating, we should be able to enjoy each and every grain. Consciously, we should be able to see. And how much we are eating, that also we need to pay attention. Sometimes we overeat. Whenever the food is so tasty, we tend to eat over, right? We become so much full. And Masters keeps telling us that we should never eat to the fullest of our hunger. We should leave some space, even how much our hunger we are having, we should leave some space without eating fully. Yeah, so karmic law has one major purpose: to lead the human soul to his destination, which is the ageless wisdom, is often called the mark. So Master is telling beautifully that law of karma has a purpose. We are all here with a purpose, Masters, to go back to our home again by learning all the things. So to lead the human soul to its destination. We forget things once we come here. Why we are here, what we are here, what is our purpose, what is my goal in this lifetime, what I am here to learn. We forget everything. So karma actually helps us to bring back to our path. That is the main purpose, one of the major purpose. And Master is telling about experience in a beautiful way. Experience is not a physical, emotional, and mental response or reaction to an event, but a transformation process toward beingness. Such a beautiful way Master has portrayed this one. So whatever the experiences we are having, be it physical, mental, emotional, or soulful experiences, whatever it is. So those are not just here to give some response reaction. Those are all here to bring some transformation within us so that we become that being again. We say that human being, animal being, right? So we need to understand what is that beingness, being in each and every moment, being able to relate with each and everything around us. So each and every experience is here to bring the transformation within us. We think that enlightenment is about so much sadhana, so much practice, so much struggle, all these things. But there is one master, Tibetan master, I think. For him, enlightenment happened in just a moment, actually. He was observing a leaf falling from the tree. Just that one thing alone. He just kept observing that leaf falling from the tree. And in that moment, he got enlightened. So such a beautiful thing, you know. So it's about in the beingness, masters, in the present moment, to be aware, to be conscious in each and every moment. That is when life happens to us. That is when life teaches us everything. that is when we will be able to experience the oneness. We will be able to experience the consciousness. We will be able to experience the supreme consciousness. This is as per my understanding. It's not that I know it, but intuitively I know these things. But I'm still here only. I'm not there yet. So these are such a beautiful things, Master. Just by even thinking about this, I'm feeling so much joy. Actually, so much within me. So, Masters, so karma is all about bringing this inner transformation in all our lives, Masters. So, karma is an opportunity. So, there is a beautiful quote. If you focus on hurt, you will continue to suffer. If you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow. So, we are all doing this thing only. We focus and we give all our energy, attention to the hurt only, to the negative experiences. Whatever we don't want, we give more and more focus, more and more attention, more and more energy to it. That's why we are having those pains, those sufferings, those struggles, those traumas, those wounds, and those many struggles we go through. We are clinging to, we are hanging to something we don't want. So each and every experience is there to teach us something. We need to look at that lesson actually. That is what we are missing in our lives. So no experience is here to be with us. They are here to teach us something and go, to move on. But we just hold on to those experiences. So Masters, the way we have to look at the karma has to change. So it has so many aspects to understand about karma. We cannot simply define it in one way. There are many, many aspects to understand, many, many ways of defining karma. So Masters, let us all put our efforts to see each and every experience, whichever we are going to face, which we are facing, which we have faced, to see them as an opportunity and to work upon our inner selves and transform ourselves. Okay, Masters, let us pause the discussion here today. Thank you all once again. Yeah, if anyone have any questions, clarifications, or anything you want to share, you can share. Yes, Maithili madam.
Thank you, Master. Good evening, everybody. Once again, it's a wonderful session, Master.
Thank you.
You mentioned about when somebody harms, don't react and do the same thing back to them. This is what Jesus said, isn't it? If somebody hits you, don't. So that is happening so that you are leaving that open. Otherwise, if you also do the same thing, the way I understand is, then you are in a karma bond between them, isn't it? And then until you remove that karma, you can't progress, isn't it? So if somebody hurts you, if you don't hurt them back, if you just leave it and forgive them or whatever, and that then you are removing yourself from that karma bond with that person.
Yes.
That's what I understood. Thank you. And one other thing you mentioned about we are passing on our traumas to the next generation or our generations. In this instance, you are actually talking about our trauma, not karma. You're not talking about karma, but you're talking about our trauma, meaning our experience. Say, the way I understood it is you're meaning like, say, for example, I have a particular fear or something happened to me in my younger days or in my life or something, and then I would kind of impress upon my next generation, to my child, saying don't do this, don't do that, this, like so in other words, I'm transferring my trauma to them, and then or programming them with my experience. Is that what you are referring to?
Yeah, exactly.
So instead, I should work through my trauma. Correct. So that I don't pass on that experience that, there's a bad experience to my next generation. Okay. That's what I understood. Okay. Thank you, Masters.
But can I share something? If the same parents is having children, they all same environment, they give same food, same environment, same education. Still, every child is different, like our 5 fingers. All kids are different. So I don't think we are passing on each and every trauma to them. It's just that they have got their own baggage to carry forward as well, I think. We don't pass on everything to them. They already have something in their pockets. Current Sharir, I think.
Yeah, each and everyone has their own things as well. But as a family together, we share some things common, like a gene thing. We know, right? Some things come through gene. We say that, right? So it is something of that sort. So something very severely you are carrying within yourselves. So definitely that will affect your family tree as well.
But it will affect differently to every child.
Yeah, differently. I'm not saying it would be the same way.
Yeah,
Definitely, because it's not that the way parents react, the same way child will react. No, it might be much more worse than that, or it can be lesser than that as well. It depends upon the way they react might be different, but the effect, the impact definitely will be there. But as long as we know there is something that we need to work upon, so it is our responsibility to make sure that we work upon it, we transform ourselves so that it is not getting passed over to the children, next generations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And Daksha madam, thank you very much for sharing your wonderful messages. Thank you. And Rashmi Chauhan master, Tanu master, thank you all. Thank you, Seema madam. Okay, masters, if nothing else, yeah. Thank you all once again for joining these sessions, and
thank you.
We'll end the session.
Thank you.
We'll continue tomorrow. Good night, all of you. Shubharatri.
Shubhratri.
Happy night. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad.